baby bottles and a cat. He wants to help. So as you look at a baby bottle, these are MAM bottles. Best way to look at that, it's a logo here. These are the 9-ounce versions of them. All of their other ones are exactly the same. So what I'm going to show you how to do with this is kind of pretty easy. You don't even need a beer for it. We just have that out here for the other videos that I'm doing. So let's make it quick and easy. You got 5 pieces of a MAM bottle. Each will need to be cleaned each time. The 2 that get the dirtiest, or 3 that get the dirtiest, are these 3. The nipple, you're going to clean inside of that at all times. This piece is kind of like the gasket. It gets dirty. So you want to make sure when you clean it that you pop it all the way around and you use the bottle brush to get in all the creases. You're going to find that this is going to be your dirtiest piece 9 times out of 10. Your actual bottle piece, you can see it has 2 screws on it. Make sure to clean it out. I run the baby brush through it and you should be good. You have the base here. Doesn't get super dirty, but still wash it off. And then the cap here, this is actually one of the cleanest parts, these 2. So just give those a nice rinse. Scrub them if you see things on them, but they're pretty easy to do. So here we go. Put the gasket in. So as you're going to notice in MAM bottles, a little different than Dr. Brown's, it's going to have holes at the bottom. So this is going to let air out as you feed the baby. The gasket allows that to happen. So as the baby sucks, it's going to pull the gasket and it's got the air back out the back end. Same time, what you're going to do here, you take your piece, you're going to take the nipple and you're going to place it through that. One thing to note, nipples will have them labeled. You see how it has a 2 on it? 2 is going to be when the baby's between like 2 to 4 months. So my baby's 5 months old at this moment. He's still drinking out of a 2, but he can also drink out of a 3. When you get home from the hospital, you're going to be looking at a 0. And if the baby's having trouble getting that formula down, then you switch up to that 1. So you'll have 1, 2s, 0s, 1, 2s, and 3s. I haven't got really past that yet. I think there's 4s as well. But for right now, we're at a 2 and a 3. So what you do is you put this in. You set the phone down right here for a second. You pop it. So it's going to be pulled up. It's going to be all the way through. You're going to take this part of the bottle. You're going to screw it in. Looks like I'm going to need a few hands for this. We're going to move the phone here for a second. What you're going to do is you're going to screw this portion in right there. And then pull this back across. You're going to take the top part. You're going to just screw it down. You have a fully functional bottle at this point in time. I like to use the Baby Brezza, so we'll set it under there, run whatever ounces we need. But I always take the cap off when we do it. When you disassemble, this thing pops right off. You screw this bottom off. I will tell you, screw the bottom off before you put it in the sink. Once it gets wet, this is kind of slippery, and you won't want to mess with that. So that's how you assemble a MAM bottle.